sitting through my monthly declutter video for July, and I actually have 17 products in here that I am going to be decluttering. Some of these are things that I tried and didn't like. Some of these things came from my backup drawer, which I tend to reevaluate every now and again, and especially around inventory time. And I also have some products that I really do love but are getting older in my collection, and it's time to retire them. So let's just jump on into the products. So I will start with the products that need to be retired. First is something that I've had for several years now. This is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. I did have this in my purse to touch up, and it was really nice for that, especially around my eyes where my makeup tends to mess up because of my watery, running eyes, and this was great for that. But a couple months ago, the plastic part popped out and fell into a part of the car where I just can't get it. And I thought about trying to use this up in another way, but honestly, it's old and it's just time to go. This concealer is sticky, so I don't think that this would work nicely as a foundation. I think it would feel heavy and sticky on my skin and drive me bonkers. You would definitely need to set it. And it's something where I'm not going to repurchase this, even though I've used one up in the past and I have really loved it. Now, to clean up shadow, where I used to use this before, now I just use a powder eyeshadow, which I think works much better. And I actually would consider getting the NARS Soft Matte Pot Concealer instead to use as a touch-up product to keep in my purse. I think for that more like creamy but matte finish, it would work well to touch up, whereas I said this one is a little sticky, so just not something I'm into anymore. It was old, it is broken, time to go. Then I have these MAC blushes. I am not sentimental about makeup products. I'm not a sentimental person, period, but I just cannot let go of my limited edition MAC blushes. I will put these into separate place in my makeup room to hold on to, but just not be in my main makeup storage. But I can't just throw these away. This just reminds me of a time where I didn't have a ton of money. Not that I'm rich now, but you know, I did not have much money, so I was saving up more for these, or they were special gifts, and it was just so exciting to collect these. And this is when MAC was exciting, and I wish that I had gotten into makeup like 5 years earlier, because MAC had some amazing collections back in the day. I just get good feels when I look at these, but I wore them over the past month with my work makeup and they were fine, but nothing super special. And I feel like maybe they are getting old, or maybe they're just not as special as they used to be to me. I really can't tell, but again, I'm not passing them on. I'm just going to put them in a makeup memories box or something in my house. But let me show you them in all their glory. This is MAC Sideshow You. It is from the Simpsons collection. There were 2 blushes in this collection, this peachy one and then more of a pink. You can see that Marge is imprinted, embossed, I don't know the right term for that, into the blush itself. It is the same design that's on the front. The next blush has some controversy behind the collection. This is called Painted Canyon. I'm obsessed with the packaging. I'm obsessed with this color. You guys know this is a me type of shade. And MAC tried to say that this was festival inspired when it is obviously Native American inspired. The names, the packaging, the design, the colors, the everything. So people were very upset by that. Then from one of the MAC Mariah Carey collections, this is Sweet Sweet Fantasy. Then this one is Beat to Hell. This is from the MAC Temperature Rising collection. It is the shade Ripe for Love. And I think all of these blushes are either satin or matte finishes, which is my favorite, but you can see they're all super similar shades. And I have now moved on, but I do still think MAC has a really nice blush formula. And the next product is something that is very well loved, the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlight in Sin. I used to really love this. It took me forever to hit pan, and now I have a really large pan. But I just have other highlighters I like better now. It just doesn't seem so special to me. So I think I'm going to repress this and then pass it on. I don't think it looks nice to give somebody something with like a huge pan like this, but there's still so much product in here. I know that when I repress it, it's going to look essentially full. So I think that I will do that because there's still a lot of life in here. It's just not for me anymore. And then I have 4 blushes that were in my chopping block. I had these separated from my main collection. I haven't thought about them since the last time I tested them, and they are still great blushes. The formula, the color, they're great, but I don't need them. I'm not as excited about these as I am my other blushes. I have so many blushes, but this is really hard to do. This is definitely the hard part about decluttering, when it's like, there's nothing wrong with them, but I just can't keep everything, is essentially the deal. So this first one is the Pure Cosmetics Blushing Act Matte Blush in Pretty and Peach. This does have like a vanilla cocoa type of scent. Next is a little blush that I had gotten as a freebie, Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion in Ginger. Just a little light for me, especially for it being matte. I have other blushes that are similar that are either a little bit deeper or like a little bit warmer or have shimmer to them, and I feel like this would just look too close to my skin tone. Then I have the KVD Everlasting Blush in Honeysuckle. Really nice matte blush formula, but again, with this color, I feel like I needed to have some shimmer or be a little bit deeper or warmer. So just don't need it. This was definitely a tough one. This is the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher in Lo-Fi Peach. I wanted this for forever. Makeup with Mariella decluttered this to me, and I do think the formula is really nice. This more duochrome shade here is a tougher one for me to wear. I really have to use it like a blush topper because it's too deep for me to use it as a highlight. And again, great, but I have other things that I am using more. Then this highlight surprised me. I'm letting go of an Ofra highlighter. I love the Ofra highlight formula. Definitely one of my top 3 formulas, but I have so many shades and colors that are very similar. And I have got this one, which is the collab with Madison Miller in the shade Moondance. I have Star Island and I have The Hills. Those are all very similar. I really need to test and reevaluate Star Island because The Hills is like my tippity top fave. And I just felt like, nope, don't need this one. It's not different enough, and it can go, but the formula is absolutely incredible. Then this was a really tough decision for me. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow Cheek Palette. I remember when I bought this from a BoxyCharm Facebook group, and I was so excited because Natasha Denona, and it's beautiful, right? So you've got 2 cream blushes here, then a powder highlight powder blush. These are a little chunky. They're not like the smoothest, but they do apply nicely in the skin. They do look pretty, a little powdery. This blush almost has like a Super Shock formula, which I appreciate because you get a lot of pigment and you do still need to be careful, but it's not insane. This color here I think is so beautiful. I did get a lot of use out of this. I thought about maybe panning this one and then decluttering the rest of the palette, but I felt like that was ridiculous. Again, I don't want to give somebody something where one of the products is used up, and it would take me so long to pan a cream blush. Like, I have other ones I can try that experiment with, so I'm going to be passing this on. And over like the past year or so, Natasha Denona has various products have gone on sale pretty discounted at Sephora, and I've really had to hold myself back and evaluate, do I want this just because it's clearance price Natasha Denona, or am I actually that interested in the product? And really, the product was not the answer there. So I'm gonna let that go. Then I have some products from my backup drawer that I'm gonna be letting go of, and that would be 2 little minis of the KVD Tattoo Liner. This is still my favorite liquid liner, which is why it was hard to let go of, but I still have an open Physicians Formula liquid liner that has been open for an entire year, but is still going because I've barely used it. And I do still have full-size backups of the KVD Tattoo Liner in black and brown that I got from Influencer. So I'm gonna pass these minis on to a friend that wears liquid liner all the time, and I know she'll be so excited to have that great formula. And then unfortunately, I'm also letting go of this NYX Brow Glue I got as an Ulta freebie. I really want to try this formula. However, I have so many brow gels and it takes me a really long time to get through brow gels. I don't know how long that you guys think we should be using them for, but right now I'm using a Kosas brow gel that I've been using since the beginning of the year, maybe a couple months in. I feel like I've been using it for at least 6 months, but it's getting there. So I'll be able to finish that one this year. And then I have a little mini Benefit Gimme Brow that I will start using afterwards. And that will probably take me 4 months to get through. And then I still have 3 full-size Gimme Brows. A full-size Benefit 24-hour brow setter and their new Fluff Up brow wax. And a full-size Lawless brow gel that I got in PR. So I have so many. And I just had to make some decisions. And a full-size Anastasia clear brow gel. So this one is gonna go. I'm gonna give it to the same friend that I'm giving these liners to because I feel like this is a good staple product anybody could use. I would love to try it, but I just have way too many brow gels right now. And then we only have 2 lip products, which I know is surprising. That seems to be the category of product I get rid of the most. I tried with this. My friend Lauren bought this for me and we both had the same experience. This is the Supergoop Play Lip Shield SPF 30. This is the mint scent flavor. They also have a coconut and then watermelon or cherry or strawberry, some sort of red berry type of product. The mint scent is lovely. A couple things. It makes my lips feel dry afterwards, and I got milia around my lip line. It like clogged my pores or whatever, but I had milia going on around here. And the SPF aftertaste is off the charts disgusting. I have not tried that many SPF lip balms, but I did just use up the K-Skin, which is like a liquid lip balm that has a nice coconutty scent, and I feel like I'm tasting the coconut, not necessarily the SPF, and it's not gross. This is absolutely disgusting, and it's crazy because it sneaks up on you. It takes like a little while, and it is just super gross. So the only good thing about this is that there is SPF, but the flavor, the milia, the texture of my lips, no, it's not good. So I recommend the K-Skin or the Jack Black lip balms. Those come in so many different scents and flavors, and there is no SPF taste to me. So go with one of those if you're wanting an SPF lip balm. Definitely skip this. I'm so sad and I'm so sorry that my friend Lauren spent her $10 on this for us. And then this last product was a little bit challenging because it's good. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip lacquer in cookies. The look that I created with this, I really loved it. And it's a pretty color, but because this is a lip lacquer, it's a little bit of a thicker formula, so there's a little stickiness there, but not too much. I think I'm gonna change my mind. Oh, okay, I think I'm gonna keep this and see if I get much use out of it in fall. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Try it again in fall. The color is so pretty and the formula is not bad. It is not bad. It is like a true lip lacquer. A little bit of thickness, a little stickiness, but not too much. And it has some nice shine. All right, so I'm only decluttering 16 products, but that's still pretty good. I'm excited about this. I hope that I've got friends that are ready and willing to receive these products. I would love to know your thoughts if you've tried out any of these products, and I would love to hear what you guys do with your collection when it comes to decluttering. And I'm so lucky that I have found so many different friends in my life that are willing to try out products that I'm always able to find somebody to take things off my hands, which is amazing and makes it so much easier to let things go. But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.